What was your editing like? How much were you shooting content wise? And what was your editing like? How long did it take you to edit? And did you have a production schedule where you're like, today is going to be, I'm going to go get that leather jacket that I've been wanting to get fixed. And that's today's story. Tomorrow, I want to get a new, how did that work?
So there was never like, it took so much brain power to figure out one episode. I was never able to really plan out. Where it got easy was like traveling. Traveling was always the easiest. You want a 3-act narrative? Fly somewhere. Act 1, get into the fucking airport. Act 2, you're on the plane.
Everything I've ever wanted out of talking to you. You're right, yeah.
Act 3, you arrive. Great fucking story. Like setup, conflict, resolution, perfect. But like when you're in...
Can I just stop you? Your wife getting to an airport drives me fucking insane. Like she's like, what? We have 15 minutes till the plane takes off. We'll make it. Like
you have no
those
idea.
videos, I would just sit there and my hands would get wet. I'd be like,
no idea.
She really like just, I want to talk about your wife in a second, but keep going. So talk about the process of editing these videos and making them.
There's so much to talk about with her. She's just a wealth of interestingness. So I was able to plan out in advance because the brain space that day was so intense. But it would be like you brought the leather jacket. Like, I don't know when that was, 2016. I wanted to make this custom jacket and I wanted to reverse engineer this sort of shitty jacket I had and make it custom. And I was like, that's a great story. So when I knew that like I had an appointment that day to go meet with my friend who could get it done, I was like, this is a great story. So I'd be really deliberate in like setting it up, getting there. That's why like riding an electric skateboard is cool, but it's also great content. I knew that. I knew that it was like that was a juicy orange. I could squeeze so much content out of. So getting there, I was like, okay, that's act 1. Then it's like act 2, meeting with this guy, take me to this place, showing the leather. That's great. It's act 2. Great. Got that in the bag. Act 3, it's like, okay, people are going to stop caring about this fucking leather jacket. I got to like take it somewhere else. Okay. Act 3 is going to be me going home and then interacting with the wife and the kid. That's going to feel like wholesome. That's 3 acts. That's a perfect package. So when you talk about writing, like that was the process of writing and that was in my head. And then all the while, like every time I talked to camera, it was meant to feel super spontaneous and conversational. But like, I think almost without exception, every word that I said, and I mean that literally, like every word, every syllable was somewhat premeditated. How can I say this as concisely as possible? Like right now we're having a genuine conversation. Yeah. I'm not thinking about how to say what I'm trying to say to you, Bert, but then it was like, okay, let's say this to the camera. How can I say this in fewest words? How can I say this in a way that's really understandable? How can I say this in a way that makes sense? So like that's how I'm writing in real time. Mm-hmm. So what percentage of that actually made the cut? Like of me speaking to camera, it was high. It was probably 50%. Of like the B-roll, where it's like me setting the stage, showing the environment, leaning into my set, which was New York City, that was more like 20%. I'm always shooting the city. I'm always fixing the camera, putting the tripod down. Yeah. Then there's this careful balance. Like it can't be all handheld. Shaky camera is annoying. It can't be all tripod. It looks too contrived.